La 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 la
Hey guys, welcome back to the garden. My name is Dana if you're new here, and if you're not, I am so glad you guys decided to join me back. So today I think we're going to do our first garden tour. I think it's going to be for the spring. So I'm going to let you know everything we have growing in the garden as of April, and this is Sunday. So let's go ahead and get into it. Come on. So one of the first things, so one y'all don't mind my dog. She is she is going crazy. She just had puppies. We had 8, now we have 6. We lost 2, but we still have 6. So she may be a little feisty. You may hear some barking, but that's okay. We're gonna get through this garden tour. So today, the first thing I want to talk about is our Swiss chard. Y'all, our Swiss chard are looking just lovely. Y'all, I think they are the prettiest that I've seen them all year around, and we have really been eating them because they are pretty much coming up everywhere. Now, if you can look in between here, I don't think you would be able to see them if I didn't show you, but we have garlic. They are planted all throughout these little places, and I don't know if you guys remember, but a while back I did a little video on, I think, YouTube Shorts where I showed you guys how to plant garlic in like under 60 seconds. So this is my first time planting garlic, but the garlic is doing really well. We have been taking the little garlic, I call them shallots, but the little garlic leaves here, we put these in all of our food. Y'all, it tastes yummy. So I suggest, even if you are not growing garlic, because we have pretty hard ground here, garlic likes to grow in really loose places, but even if you grow it just for the green leaves, chef's kiss, it is so good. So grow you some garlic. So the Swiss chard and garlic are doing really well. If you see back here, I have some collards. Now all of these are doing really good. They are growing really big. We have some really big leaves. But y'all, some of these are going to seed. So you'll notice that your plants will start to look really big and beautiful. And that is because they are reaching the end of their life and they are putting all their power into producing a seed. And that's what these guys are doing. They're producing seeds here. And once these seeds have gotten big enough, you can cut these seeds off and you can take them and dry them, and they will give you seeds to plant for the next garden cycle. I love that. I'm so into saving money, so we definitely do that every year. So we're just going to keep going, and we have some garlic in between here if you take a look, and we also have some tomatoes as well that we planted. These guys, they had a little problem because we had that little fake spring that happened. Then we had the really cold weather, so they died, but they actually came back and they are looking rather good. So I guess it won't be long and they'll be ready to be stuck. And when I say be stuck, then this is exactly what I'm talking about right here. This is just where this guy is. She actually made it through the winter and got really big. All of these were planted at the same time, but you can tell this one had nothing to happen to it, and she's really healthy. She grew, she's stuck already, and she's ready to start producing fruit whenever they start to come. So you want to make sure that you're sticking your vine tomatoes, and I say she is an indeterminate vine tomato, which means she's going to produce a number of tomatoes, but we don't know exactly how many she's going to produce because she's an indeterminate. So I don't know if it matters to you, but a lot of gardeners like to know whether they're going to grow indeterminate tomatoes, which means you don't know how many you're going to get, or determinate tomatoes, which means they'll produce a certain amount, and that's pretty much all you're going to get for that growing cycle. So I think I've told you pretty much what's going on in this garden. The last thing we're going to look at here are the beautiful collards that we have. You see those, and then we have some bell peppers that have actually came up as well, and y'all, they're looking really pretty. They already have some seeds on them. Now I do want to say, if these things start to seed before you get ready, all you want to do is just take these seeds right here and pull them off. It will allow your bell peppers or whatever plant that you have time enough to grow a little bit bigger before you start to put on the fruit. The last thing I want to talk about here is the green onions. Y'all, I just don't know what to say. They are showing out. If you look at her, she's bigger than my finger. And this is the first year that we've ever gotten them to grow this big. But they grew really well. And then on top of that, they are seeding. So they're just going to drop the seeds along the ground. And then whenever it's time, these guys are going to reseed so that they grow again. And I will take that. All of these are seeding. If you'll look, you'll see the seeds and the little buds that come up along the plants. Oh, you're already back to me?
Back to you.
Okay, let's go ahead and go to the next garden. Next I want to stop at is going to be our flower beds. Now, these I call man-made or homemade flower beds. These flower beds, Randy and I made. And y'all, we made these so that they can have bees to come. They're going to attract bees, and these bees are going to help pollinate the plants that we're going to produce this spring and this summer. So we have some dahlias planted in here. Then we have some short mixed zinnias, and then I have some regular zinnias as well. And those are going to be the babies that you see coming up all along. We planted those from seed. It is really easy to plant zinnia seeds. I love it. You just drop them in the ground, water them, and they will come up. The next thing we have here is some spinach. Y'all, I have spinach planted throughout the garden, and they are doing really good. Actually, you can go ahead and you can eat these if you wanted to. And remember, the more you pick these off, the more they're going to produce and grow and grow and grow. But we have spinach planted here. We have spinach planted on the other side. And we also have spinach planted in our bamboo. I definitely have to get my cameraman to slow down and look at each thing because he will pass it, you guys. So definitely I wanted you guys to see our bamboo. This year we did grow spinach in it. Last year we grew a mixture of things, but I decided this year we didn't want to grow things that were going to produce a lot of roots because it just was not enough room. But I'm glad we decided to do the bamboo again. On our back row right here, we do have some beans that are coming up. I don't know if you can see them, but if you look really closely, you can see them coming out of the ground. And what we did with these is just direct sow them into the ground. I'm going to tell you, direct sowing is my thing. I love to direct sow. It's pretty simple. You just drop them in the ground and put that dirt on top of them, y'all, and they will come up. In the front here, you know, we did a video on those strawberries, and our strawberries are doing fantastic. I love the way this bed looks, and hopefully it will last for a little while. But if not, this is just some wood that we threw together, and this bed is so cute. I love it. So let's keep going, guys, and I'm going to take you on over. Now, I'm not sure what this is called. If anybody knows in the comments, please let me know. They produce a really pretty flower, and it kind of looks like a lily, but I'm not really sure what it's called. But we harvested these from somewhere else, and we transplanted them here because I love the way they look so much. And then if you look all around this flower bed, then you'll see zinnias that have been planted in here by me, and they are finally coming up, y'all. These are the zinnia. I think these are the zinnia seeds from the zinnias that I planted last year, and I'm going to insert like a small clip just to show you what our zinnias looked like last year, and those are the seeds that I saved to plant the zinnias for this year. Same thing here. We have some tiger lilies that are coming up, and this is from the mother tiger lily. I only planted a couple that I got from the dollar store. My dogs killed this one, they broke it. So I had to cut this one off, but I noticed that it put a lot more out this year. So they have some bulbs underneath that has multiplied, and we have some more tiger lilies. I'm excited about it. And then right here, we have some more short mixed zinnias, and we have some more regular zinnias. So I cannot wait for these guys to come up. Let's go ahead and go to our last garden. Now guys, I am so happy to see what we have over here. Everything that I have touched and planted this year, it's just showing out, and I am super excited. We have on this back row here, we have some broccoli, and we have a lettuce. This lettuce was trying to go to seed, but I went ahead and I snipped the seed, well, the little seeding leaf off to give us this lettuce for a little bit while longer, but it's eventually gonna die because I did that, of course, as well. And it was trying to put out the last bit of power for its little life cycle, but she's really pretty. I think this is butter crunch lettuce. We had this lettuce through the winter on our bacon, lettuce, and tomato sandwiches. Randy can say, did you like it?
Yeah.
It was really good. It really was. So yeah, we love that. And then our mint died while it was cold, but y'all, when spring hit and it warmed up, she has come back with a vengeance. She's beautiful. I'm gonna start cutting her and drying her again so we can have mint tea and mint coffee and all that. Mint is a good thing for you. Definitely, it's a good herb for your immune system. So grow you some mint, y'all. That is one of the easiest things to grow, and it will come back tenfold. I promise you. It dies off, but it will come back the next year. So if, let's see how I can say this. So if you plant your plants and they die and they don't come back, that is called an annual. That means it only will live annually and it's going to die. But if you are looking for plants that are going to come back every year, then you're going to be looking for plants that are called perennials. And perennial plants are plants that are going to come back year around. Those are the type of plants I like to mess with. The plants that you can just plant once and then they come back every year. That's my type of girl. So the next thing we have here, y'all, is some lettuce that we planted. I did a TikTok video on this one. So take a look at the lettuce. It's coming up beautifully. I love it. To get you a good summer salad with some ranch, or a good summer Caesar salad, any kind of summer salads when it's hot outside, it's gonna be what you want. And then we have some cabbage here, you guys, that we planted. We planted this, but it's really showing out this spring, so I love to see it. And then on the next row, we have some Swiss chard. What else do we have? We have some, I think this is a Swiss chard plant right here. We have some broccoli right here that we planted. It's already coming up. And y'all, we have some Swiss chard. Okay, guys, it's getting later, so I want to go ahead and finish this up. On this row right here, I did a video, but we have bell peppers here, and I'm not for sure if this is, I think this is Swiss chard, but if it's not Swiss chard, then this is going to be spinach. But I wanted to do, if you look around too, like if you look in here, can you see this? This is a lettuce, y'all. So what I call myself doing is being smart. This is called companion planting. I did this on one row, but these bell peppers will get really, really tall. And whenever it starts to get super hot, it's going to shade the Swiss chard and this lettuce from the sun. So that's why you have, hence, companion planting. So you can also companion plant things like corn and beans. It works for stuff like that. I've seen people do the corn and beans because the corn is going to shoot up. Then that stalk, you're going to use it like a pole, and the bean is going to wrap around the corn. Hence companion planting. Very smart idea if some of you guys want to do that as well. I want to go ahead and show you on these rows right here. We have tomatoes all the way down the road. These are indeterminate tomatoes. I think they're better boys. And then on the next row, y'all, I know it doesn't look really good right now. We are waiting on these roots to catch. This is what it should be looking like. Right now, they're looking kind of flimsy, but these are cantaloupe. We have looks like about 30 cantaloupe planted, and they are supposed to give us some cantaloupes this year. We cannot wait. And then last but not least, y'all, we have watermelon. I think these are sugar babies. I'm not really sure, but we have some sugar babies for sure on this row. So we have some sugar babies and tomatoes planted right at the end. Just take a look. And then at the very back, y'all, we do have some sunflowers. And those sunflowers are planted. Can you see those sunflowers there? It's getting darker and darker, but here's the sunflowers right here. And those sunflowers are just there to pull some more bees and stuff in to help pollinate all of these, because every single one of these plants will need a pollinator, right? In order to produce a plant. And then y'all, at the very, very front right here, for these first two rows, we have squash. It's like 1 row, 2 row, 3 row. We have 3 rows of squash because one thing that the kids do eat, they love some squash. So we have some straight neck squash, and then we also have some, I think it's crooked neck squash. So yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait till all of this come up. I'm going to be doing videos. We're still going to be planting more things in the garden, y'all. We're going to be taking things out because, you know, we still have winter stuff that we are removing. But we have a lot of things that are coming up. Beans, a lot of things that we have to plant in here as well. So this is our spring/summer garden tour. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. It has been a blast between kung fu chopping, the mosquitoes, which Randy is right there doing, and me just blatantly forgetting what things are and having to stop for a second. We got through it. Thank you so much for tuning in, y'all. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button, y'all, so that you can stay updated every time I drop a garden video or I post a garden tip, and they are coming all the time. So thank you. Have a great night, y'all. Stay safe. Remember to stay rooted and grow radiant in life and with your veggies. Until next time, peace.
Girl, you can stop.